Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ameerah. I'm a visual artist and a beauty blogger, and this video is so near and dear to my heart because I will be reviewing the new Urban Decay Basquiat collection. These are the items I was able to pick up. If you're wondering about the eye pencils, I didn't get a chance to get my hands on them. My local Sephora didn't have them in stock for some reason, and the Sephora with the JCPenney shut down in my location, so I wasn't able to get my hands on it. I didn't want to order them because I wanted to get this video up since this is a fairly new collection that has just launched. I've been seeing some reviews online as far as sort of promotional reviews. I guess Urban Decay, you know, sent out this product to like the people on their PR list and what have you, and I'll get more into that. I want to try to do this more as a get ready with me. So if you want to see how I got this look, check out the lids. If you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. And of course, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed and clicking the bell button so you are notified every time I post new content. And without further ado, let's get into the tutorial using Basquiat and Urban Decay. I basically just wanted to do a get ready with me type of video as far as using these products. I don't want to do a structured makeup tutorial only because obviously because this is a art inspired makeup collection. I wanted to just share with you guys my perspective as a visual artist. For those who are not aware, I am a painter, and when I first saw this promotional video, I was a little taken aback, only because I would have never thought that Basquiat would have a makeup collection inspired by him, you know? So it took me a minute to really understand it and appreciate it. I'll get more into that in the makeup tutorial, but first let me just show you guys the packaging. So this is one of the eyeshadow palettes. This is the palette itself. It has a canvas texture and it has a hook on the back, so when you are done with the palette you can actually hang this on your wall as art. And one thing I'll say just before I get into the actual makeup, that Urban Decay really did do a thorough job as far as the packaging and really respecting the artwork of Basquiat throughout this entire collection. Before you open it, it has his iconic crown symbol that was very present in a lot of his artwork. And when you open it, it has the mirror, and then it has the eyeshadows and a brush, and it's sort of, I guess it's an unlimited brush as well. The brush says Urban Decay Jean-Michel Basquiat. So these colors, if you are familiar with his work, is very reminiscent of the colors that he used in his artwork, and this is actually one of his artworks that I guess was used as a wrapping for the eyeshadow palette. So this one, I believe it's called Tenet. And you'll see on the box it has the eyeshadows, and it also has some information about Basquiat as far as his work. And this is a blurb that's on all of the products that you will consider purchasing. It's the same little blurb. So that is Tenet, and I got that one. And these are relatively inexpensive. Usually you know, when a whole collection comes out, I usually won't even consider buying the whole thing because it'll be a tremendous amount of money. But I believe at Ulta, they said they had took it down before it went live, but apparently for a short time at Ulta they were advertising this collection, the entire collection, for $165. But from what I was reading on Urban Decay's Instagram, that Ulta took it down before the sale went live, so I'm not sure. I bought these from Sephora individually and they weren't really expensive. So this is the second eyeshadow palette, and it is supposed to be held it's supposed to be held vertically, and this is because this was the direction of his painting. It comes with the same box, and it has the blurb about him along with the eyeshadows. And this has the crown as well, where you will open it, and these are the shadows here along with the brush and a mirror. Beautiful colors in both. I would definitely say that this one is a little more on a neutral side. It does have some fun pops of color, like this super deep purple color here, almost like an eggplant color, and this sort of interesting yellow gold shimmer down here. I'll try to insert some swatches if I can, to give you guys a super up close and personal look on this palette, on both of the palettes. But this also comes with a hook that you can hang on your wall, and I just think that's so dope. I got a lipstick. I didn't get all three of them, honestly, because I had versions of the other two. I got Abstract, which is, when I first saw this collection, it was the most up my alley color. The other ones are a pink and sort of like a rusty orange brown color, which I kind of already have. I really like this. This is Abstract, and let me just swatch it for you guys. It's basically a nude brown. I love that. I can never have enough of those, so really love that. And I love the packaging of it. Again, all the packaging is like this canvas texture, which really makes for a really good collectible type of item. And the last thing I got, and I was a little on the fence about this, was the blush palette. This is the covering, again, with the iconic crown on it, with his work on the back. There goes that crown again. And these are the colors. This is the only thing that gave me a little bit of pause, only because I could see the artistic reference in the lipstick. I could see the artistic reference in the eyeshadow palettes. I can't really see the artistic reference with the blush palette. I feel like this was something more on the Urban Decay side than the Basquiat side to round out the collection, perhaps. I just didn't really get it, but for the sake of the tutorial, I wanted to show you as many products as I could, because I will be using this to do today's look. I'm going to start out with Griot. This is the, I believe this is the Griot eyeshadow palette, and because it is more neutral, I'm going to start with this. Put that to the side really quickly. And I've already primed my eyes, so I'm going to start with Not For Sale, which is this very neutral brown color here. And okay, I thought because it's vertical that I would have some issues with it, but it's working out as far as the mirror being on this side and the eyeshadows on this side. So I'm going straight in with this, and like I was saying, I was just a little surprised. I'm just putting this in my crease, but I was a little surprised and a little taken aback that through Urban Decay's PR, and if you find any, please let me know, because I was looking and I couldn't find any. But I couldn't find any people of color doing reviews on this through the PR. Like, I saw people independently doing this, independently reviewing it, but like I said, I just find it kind of interesting that you would do a collaboration with an iconic black artist and there's no black representation in the promotion of it. Something about that just bothers me, you know. I also, of course, just from a makeup lover's perspective, I wanted to see these colors on somebody that looked like me, on somebody that had skin tones like me, because obviously we all know that the colors, the way colors bounce off of deeper skin tones is not the same as how they'll bounce off of somebody of a lighter skin tone. I also feel like with the integrity that Urban Decay has really structured this makeup collection. I mean, if you are familiar with Basquiat, you can really appreciate how much time they took with the packaging, the colors, and the little details, the little crowns that are on the palettes. There's also a crown on the mirror. Like, they really wanted to make sure this was authentic. This wasn't just a collaboration where you would see maybe like a YouTuber's collaboration and it would just like have a cute picture of them, and then pretty much their presence is not really seen on any other part of the product. This has Basquiat written all over the products, with the exception of the blush palette, which I'm still trying to figure out. So I was a little annoyed when I was watching some of the PR promotional videos through, I guess, the YouTubers that are on their PR list, and there were people that didn't even know how to pronounce his name. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I have a pet peeve about mispronouncing words, and I'm the first to say I do not always know how to pronounce things properly. And I always ask you guys that if you do know, to please let me know, because I just feel like that's just a respect thing. You know, it's one thing if you honestly don't know, but again, because this is such a iconic person in history, I feel like this isn't just, you know, some NARS product that I can't pronounce, because I can't pronounce half of the NARS products, but this is like an actual person. This is somebody that has paved a way in history through art and culture. And the fact that I was watching a YouTuber introduce this palette and stated that she was, you know, she was sent this palette by Urban Decay, and this is like a month ago, and this is, you know, this is the product and blah blah blah, and she said, you know, this is Jean Mitchell Basquiat, and it just made my blood boil that you would be that ignorant to understanding and properly pronouncing his name. And you know, I know people kind of don't understand the word ignorant right in the correct manner. I don't mean ignorant the way these young kids think ignorant is. I mean ignorant as far as just not knowing. And I just think more effort and more concern should have been expressed throughout this collection as far as how they distributed it. It's just very precious. It's very precious, and it's not something to just be taken lightly. So I was a little annoyed with that, and if it wasn't for the packaging and if it wasn't for the effort I can see separately from Urban Decay, then I don't think I will be able to separate my, I don't want to say disgust because that's such a harsh word, but I wouldn't be able to separate just, I guess, my disdain for the YouTubers that didn't really promote this, in my opinion, in the most respectful way. Again, if you come across any reviews where there are people of color reviewing this by being sent the product by Urban Decay, I want to know. And I've seen other reviews, like I said, independently. I'm more interested in seeing, I want to see who Urban Decay rolled this package out to, like rolled this PR package out to, because I think that speaks volumes. I'm going in with Untitled, by the way, that really deep cobalt blue. I'm gonna go in now with Boom, which is a turquoise. But yeah, at first I was a little taken aback by this collaboration. I don't know, I get very Mother Bear type of, you know, just nervous when makeup steps into other genres of art, you know, and especially somebody like Basquiat that is so heavily revered at this point. I've done some Basquiat inspired artwork myself, and I specifically did one at a time. I don't know if you guys remember, it was maybe a few years ago when I believe Jay-Z came out with like this artsy type of video from one of his songs, and the name escapes me at this moment, but he did a song, and it was basically a video that kind of just highlighted the artistic world. And even more currently in hip-hop, you know, Swizz Beatz has been very proactive and sort of a vessel for artists to get their work out, you know, especially, you know, up and coming artists or artists that just don't get as much recognition. You have celebrities going to Art Basel in Miami, and I just feel like art at some point, and I think it's calmed down a little bit, but I feel like art at some point just got to be a popular thing. So when I first saw this collaboration, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be taken in that perspective, you know, like I didn't want this to be just another way to profit off of what people have been doing without profit and without recognition for a long time. I'm going to use some concealer now to just carve out some piece of the crease. It's the only thing that I don't like the way Urban Decay rolled out this package. To their PR people, I don't think that they took enough time to make sure that the people that they sent this to, because I saw the PR package like in the videos, and the PR package is gorgeous. I think all the PR packages usually are for products, but I saw somebody post this, post like the actual PR package in their video, and it is like, oh my gosh, like it's absolutely gorgeous. So I just, you know, I just want people to understand that when you have that responsibility, because, you know, people think being on a PR list and whatnot, and that's such an awesome thing, and I'm sure it is, you know, I'm sure it is, but there's some responsibility that comes with that, you know, and you should take it seriously, and it shouldn't be something that you take lightly, and you should actually care about what it is that you're advertising, especially when this isn't just some rinky-dink package. This is somebody's artwork. This is somebody's during their life, this was their, you know, salvation. This was their way they expressed themselves to the world, you know. So to just, I don't know, it just seemed like some of them just didn't take it as seriously. And I understand that I'm an artist, so maybe I took it a little more to heart than expected, but I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I just feel like that's what you should do. So that might just be me. I'm now gonna go in, I'm kind of having a hard time. I don't know if I want to go in with, actually, you know what, I want to use this really pretty lime green they have in here, but to do the base, I'm gonna go in with Levitation. Also, if you guys plan on picking this up, let me know. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick it up. Obviously I did, but I think I'm just, I don't know, things like this don't come around that often, you know. There's a lot of collaborations right now with like YouTubers, and I think that's awesome that brands are starting to see the value in the influence of YouTubers, because I'm still fairly new to YouTube as far as using my channel. You know, if you go to my information, it says that I've been like, you know, a member since what, 2012 or something like that, but I didn't start using this channel until more recently. So I'm still fairly new to YouTube, and I can tell you that there is a lot of work that goes into being a YouTuber, especially if this isn't your only job, because this is definitely a job. I'm going in now with EXU, this really pretty lime green, and I'm putting this in the I'm putting this where I cut my crease. But anyway, there is a lot of time and effort that goes into this, especially if this isn't your only job, and it can be difficult, you know, because you want to make sure that you're staying up to date on content. You want to make sure that you are listening to what your subscribers say they want to see, that you are responding to people to make sure that they know that you appreciate them watching your channel. And you know, editing can take hours upon hours to complete, so it's a lot that goes into this. I just wish that when collections like this come around, that there's just more respect, you know. So I did my highlight and my contour off camera, since there really wasn't a product for that in this makeup collection. I am going to use my blush and highlight using this palette. I'm going to try to use this as a bronzer. I already know this is not going to be a contour. I did some cream contouring. So now I'm just going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, and I'm using this deepest shade in the Tan to Deep collection, and just going to just powder contour right under my cheek. I'm gonna go in with the blush palette, and I'm gonna go in with, okay, let me try the bronzer first. I'm gonna go in with Jawbone, and I'm just gonna pack this on my Vanity Planet brush. It's a little kickback, just a little bit. I'm gonna see if this actually shows up. What do you guys think? Do you think it shows up? Okay, I see it a little bit. I don't know if it's a bronzer. Maybe this, you know what, I would maybe use this as like a finishing powder, maybe. I'm not sure if this is even a bronzer, like a matte bronzer. This definitely isn't a contour for my skin tone. If you are a significant shades lighter than me, then this might work for you as a contour shade. This is kind of reminding me of my Black Radiance finishing powder as far as its consistency, but this is applying to me more like a finishing powder. I'm gonna go in with, I don't want to do this super pink blush since the eyes are so bright, so I'm gonna go in with more of this like purpley pink. It's a very beautiful color, a very brown girl friendly color, and this is NoHo. And I'm gonna use this as my blush. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna use this Sigma. I've been liking this to apply my highlight lately. This is the Sigma F37, and it is considered the Spotlight Duster. I'm gonna go in with Now's the Time. This is, I'm gonna just swatch this for you guys. You guys see how beautiful that is? It might look very like silvery on camera, but this is probably the most gorgeous like white gold type of shade. Had a little bit on my brush. My viewfinder is making this look super bright, so I hope it's coming out on camera right, but I really like it, and I'm not really into super highlights all the time, but I think that is really pretty. I'm just going to sort of tone down this highlight just a little bit. I'll put some on my temples. And I'm actually going to get back into the eyes. Let me see. I'm going to probably do a ombre of what I did on the top. So I'm going to start with Untitled, the really deep blue, and then put that on the outer part of my lower lash line, and so on and so forth, with Boom, that beautiful turquoise that's in the middle, and then Exu, which is going to be in the corner to sort of create a ombre circle with the top. And to make this as Basquiat inspired as possible, unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't get my hands on the eye pencils that come with this collection. My Sephora didn't have it. I didn't want to wait to order it to put this up. So I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is in Trooper. And I'm going to be brave and try something I haven't tried before, and I'm going to attempt to put his iconic crown emblem on my lid space here. Let me just concentrate. I've been practicing it on my arm, so well, on my hand, so we'll see how this goes. For lips, I am going to go in with my lip liner Cork. And I'm going to go in with the Basquiat inspired lipstick, and this is Abstract. This is a cream. I don't really have a lot of nude creams. A lot of them are matte, so looking forward to this. So guys, this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I wanted to do something kind of matchy with the eyes. As far as these products, I would say that the quality is really good. Speaking as an artist and a beauty enthusiast, I really do appreciate the effort taking to make this authentic to Basquiat's work, and I love the idea that you can use these even afterwards as artwork, because they all have hanging pieces that you can use to display them. The only thing that I don't like were the YouTubers that were showing this palette. For the most part, most of them, one, I couldn't find any through the Urban Decay PR that was my skin tone, and that was kind of difficult, because if this wasn't in store, I wouldn't really know what colors, as far as the lipstick, or how these colors would look on somebody that looks like me. I also felt like the YouTubers that reviewed this could have been a little more knowledgeable about Basquiat and his artwork, and at least know how to pronounce his name. That kind of got under my skin a little bit as a visual artist, so that's not really speaking on these products. I just feel like the fact that Urban Decay obviously took so much time an effort to respect him and respect his art, the way that this was put together, I wish they would have done the same when it came to selecting who they were going to allow to review these a whole month in advance before they came out. So that's the only thing that kind of just irritated me a little bit, as far as the people that were blessed enough to review this ahead of time. But overall, I think the quality is amazing. The quality of both eyeshadows, the pigments in both palettes, is amazing. I really do like the lipsticks. I am considering get the other ones. I'm not sure though. The blush palette, I still don't see the relationship between the blush palette and Basquiat's work, but I do think, even though these may not be able to be used for every skin tone in the way that it was formed, like this, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a contour or what. I use this as a finishing powder because I couldn't find another use for it based on my skin tone, but I do think that this is something that is universal and you can find some way to use it. So overall, I think the collection is dope. I really do like it. If you are an art buff and you love beauty, you love makeup like I do, then this is a perfect sort of merge between those two worlds together. I love the idea as far as their promotion that makeup is art. I definitely believe in that. I had an art show based around that. So if you like that idea and you love sort of merging those two things together, this is definitely a collaboration and a collection you should definitely pick up before it's gone. It's limited edition. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for taking the time to sort of listen to my little mini rant and opinion about this collection overall and this promotion. If you like videos like this, then please let me know, and let me know what products in the future you want me to review in the sort of get ready with me style. Thank you again for watching, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye.